Okay, hello ma'am.
Hello.
Welcome on the platform of Vedayu, and this is the third day on the in the thyroid awareness week. And here we are with new topic thyroid disorders and yoga. We are learning thyroid about thyroid from very different perspective. And this is January, the thyroid awareness month. WHO celebrated this month as a thyroid awareness month. So I welcome you on the platform of Vedayu, Dr. Rashmi Dovifode. Madam is MD Kai Chikitsa as well as assistant professor at Nalasopara Ayurved College. So ma'am, I think we are getting late. So dice is yours. We would like to hear from you that about thyroid disorders and yoga.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shraddha. Will not take much time and directly start with the topic. Am I audible to all? Dr. Shraddha will start sharing the PPT. Yeah. Just a second. I'll just share the PPT and then we'll start.
Uploaded the PPT. No need of screen sharing, ma'am.
You have already started?
Yes, I uploaded. Can't see you from your end?
Yes, I'm able to see.
Yeah. You can change the slides also from your end.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am? Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Shraddha. Thank you,
Yeah.
Vedayu, for giving me the opportunity to speak on this Thyroid Awareness Month. A little information from my side regarding thyroid disorders and yogic practices which can be beneficial in this thyroid disorders. Starting with the first point, which I like to share just a brief regarding thyroid disorders, which all are there. This is our thyroid, which is crying, which is on medications, and we want to make the thyroid laugh. So specifically, this January month is been given to thyroid. That is a thyroid awareness month, we say. At the same time, we wish you all from Vedayu also behalf that is 2021 goes with you with a nice, healthy, and happy year. It doesn't goes like a bad year, which was last year 2020. So let's just everyone make this year a good health and wealth both prospectively. Starting with the further, we will also look some about the informations regarding the thyroid disorders which is there, and then how our yogic practices are going to help in these disorders. A gross information which has been estimated that thyroid disorders has been most probably been seen in women. It has been said that 5 to 10 more percentile as compared to the men. One in every 8 women is known or maybe have the probability of having the thyroid disorders. There's a study been done in US also, and they are saying this 20% of the population is suspected to have the thyroid disorders. Thyroid disorders usually goes undiagnosed. Many of the women or men also have thyroid disorders. It could be hypothyroidism, it could be hyperthyroidism, but it goes undiagnosed. The reason behind that is the symptoms which thyroid disorder shows it actually is a one kind of vague symptoms, or we do not have a urgency to hospitalization or urgency towards a doctor. That's the reason this particular disease goes undiagnosed. There are few symptoms which is they are said when the heart rate is increased or the heart rate is decreased. The heart rate is decreased, it really is not been aware by that particular patient also or by that particular individual also. Once the heart rate is increased, it is just a few circumstances where उनको बेचैनी लगता है, दिल धड़कता है. This kind of symptoms जो happen, it really gives some kind of instability to the mind. But that doesn't give a click that you have to go to the doctor and get that thyroid tested. Usually in women, we say कि there are lot of stress goes on, lot of thinking goes on. उनका तो tension का ही mood होता है, जब देखो चिट-चिट करती रहती है. In all this hormonal imbalances causes this kind of symptoms, and then for that particular we tend towards our mental issues more, and then we forget the thyroid part also. So all our women, be aware if some kind of symptoms are there, see them, make a point that you are taking care of thyroid, you are seeking a medical help. There is another symptoms which actually causes this thyroid disease to go undiagnosed is the weight gain and the weight loss. Weight gain में जब होता है so women don't really get unhappy towards the weight gain, but they don't go and seek to the doctor कि मेरा थायराइड का कुछ प्रॉब्लम होगा. उनको ऐसा लगता है कि शायद एक्सरसाइज नहीं किया, खाना ज्यादा खा लिया, sedentary lifestyle is going on. Women are turning towards the IT faculty more, which they have wealth, but they don't have time for their health. So it doesn't have any clue regarding the thyroid disorders or thyroid tests to be done. Further, when there is another symptoms called as the weight loss. The weight loss the woman takes in a very nice way. They are very happy. They are getting slim and trim. So they do not want a doctor and they do not want to go for the thyroid test. So this 2 or 3 symptoms usually has completely vague. So we don't think about also of the thyroid disorders. There is another symptom that is infertility. This particular point only comes once it is married and 2-3 years it has been tried, and still after women which are married, they are about to conceive, and then at that particular time then they're only worried. Teenage girls are not worried. After having 1 or 2 child, women are still not worried about this point. But only a particular age group people or the women are worried, and then only they go and seek to the doctors. So this particular time period, all the symptoms which are vague, put a call and think about your thyroid so that your thyroid gets in a healthy way and all your body is also remain in a good pattern and functioning way. So don't let the thyroid go undiagnosed. Make a point to care about your thyroid. The few points which again I have to highlight, your thyroid basically has been situated in your throat regions below the Adam's apple like a butterfly gland. This was just a gross anatomy. I'll not go much in the anatomy, physiological, the disorders and all these things. Functions of the thyroid, another very quickly I will wipe it out, that is growth and development is in hand of the thyroid gland. Heart rate stimulation is also there. Heart contraction is not only the work of the heart, but it is also by the regulation by the thyroid gland. Again, the protein and carbohydrate synthesis happens, so it has a keen role in digestion also. Cholesterol and triglycerides gets degrades. This has also been seen. The metabolism is also taking part with the thyroid connection. Vitamin A requirements has been increased. Further, the thyroid has many of the functions, and in all this gland is related to different glands, also different body parts also. So it has it's like a big boss in a house which has to take care of all other organs also and stay together also and without fighting also, and have to win this whole particular with the body conditions to stay healthy and calm. I'll now go to the disorders of the thyroid. There are few disorders of the thyroid which has been enlisted, starting with the goiter. It's enlargement of the thyroid gland, which is being seen either simple or it could be nodular also. Hypothyroidism is a disorders which mostly there is maximum thyroid disorders which happens and is diagnosed as hypothyroidism only. Then where the iodine deficiency is reduced, we'll go further and discuss also about hypothyroidism in further slides. Mesoderma and one more on the disorders, and then there's a hypothyroidism. There is a aggravated functions, we say Graves' disease and another thyroiditis, which have Hashimoto disease also, which are being described. more about this is hypothyroidism and hyperthyroidism. I've just put two important disorders to talk more. Now there is a woman who is just worried, a picture of woman, but she's worried about the hairs being get lost, or maybe she's having a less amount of concentration power, would be like focus is reduced, or maybe mental instability, stress is there, not able to sleep, having a low appetite, maybe putting a weight gain that trends towards the hypothyroidism, skin are getting dry, it is cold intolerance. But when it comes to hyperthyroidism, the weight is getting reduced. The eyes are getting bulged. There is menstrual irregularity, muscle weakness, fatigue is there. It is heat intolerance, which has been said. Some of the mood swings happens in both the thyroid disorders, whether it is a hyper or hyperthyroidism. Going further, we have to go through many kind of science also and investigations to put a final diagnosis regarding whether it is in hypothyroidism or hypothyroidism. Then there is another disorder that is called as the Graves disorders. There is a symptoms called as exophthalmosis. The eyes are protruded and bulging. The goiter, which can also be seen, which is externally been visualized also. Enlargement of the thyroid gland. Sweating excessive. Tachycardia है, नौशिया भी है और डायरिया भी होता है. वुमेन्स में ओलिगोमेनोरिया भी है. Further, there is some another disorders which has been explained regarding this thyroid disorders. See, it's been visualized, that is the thyroid disorders. That's the point when the women or the men go and seek to the doctor. Until that, all the symptoms goes subsided. It's been taken for granted. So hence this thyroid awareness month has been dedicated so that this symptoms doesn't go unaware. Symptoms that is causing the goiter, it causes hoarseness in the voice, difficulty in swallowing, sometimes in breathing also, coughing intermittently. It also has symptoms regarding pushing the other organs, other body parts which is placed in the neck, giving their uncomfortable and their function is also getting hampered. We'll go further. There's one more disorder, that is a Hashimoto disorders. Now in this disorders, even though it is the rate of occurrence is less, but it has a significant. Here in Hashimoto disease, it is an enlargement of the tongue, the skin is again getting pale or the dry, and then there's a memory loss, mental stress is increased, and it has impacted your life also. Further, there's a joint pain, fatigue, constipation, digestion is getting hampered, the muscle or the musculoskeletal system is also getting hampered, your hormonal systems are getting hampered, your skin and endocrine glands are getting hampered. Thyroid is like a connection to all the parts. The one lady who is like a talkative person for the whole society, and then she gives connections with the top floor also, the neighbors also, in her family also. So she is the like a person to be taken care of, so that all other persons have been controlled or organized in that way. So this particular thyroid is like one channel which gives benefit to all other channels. This particular main switch is been disordered or has been not functioning properly, तो बाकी सारे जो channels है उसमें बिगाड़ होता रहता है. तो उसको संभालने के लिए thyroid को संभालना पड़ता है. Second, we'll go further. After discussing all the disorders, some grossly will now come to the main part, that is of the topic, that is the yogic practices. So, कैसे yogic practices, or which yogic practices is going to give us benefit for the yogic disorder or the thyroid disorders. There are a few routines, and then will some advance also. We'll go further by one. Each asanas shortly been discussed. Further, let me tell you that yoga has not only a connection with body, it has a connection with mind also. Yoga कैसा है? It is a coordination between mind body. It is neuromuscular connection which has been happening by the yoga. It has been said कि योग हमारे मन में शरीर में दोनों को स्वास्थ्य बनाता है. आयुर्वेद ने क्या कहा है? शरीर स्वास्थ्य और मानसिक स्वास्थ्य. तो योग क्या करता है? शरीर शारीरिक स्तर पर भी सौंदर्यता देता है, स्वस्थि देता है, और मानसिक स्तर पर सुख और शांति भी देता है. इसीलिए हमें योगिक का सहारा लेना पड़ता है. ताकि हम तंदुरुस्त रहें और स्वस्थ भी रहें। योग कंसिस्ट ऑफ अष्टांग योग, विच इज ऑल्सो चतुरंग योग भी कहा है, अष्टांग योग भी कहा है। अष्टांग योग में यम, नियम, आसन, प्राणायाम, प्रत्याहार, ध्यान, धारणा और समाधि, ये इस तरह से 8 लिम्ब होते हैं इसके। यम और नियम इज द डिसिप्लिन जो फॉलो करने पड़ते हैं हमें सोसाइटी में रहने के लिए, और एट द सेम टाइम हमारे लाइफ में भी कौन तरह से, जिस तरह से नियम होते हैं, वो एक प्रिंसिपल्स होते हैं, वो फॉलो करना पड़ता है ताकि हम शरीर और हमारे जीवन में एक अच्छी सी जीवन शैली बिता पाए। आसन इज अ psychosomatic disorders. Psychosomatic we say a posture, that is asan, it is a posture which helps a body to maintain it. Second, then there is a pranayam, which is the breath has been controlled in pran or ayam. प्राण मतलब ब्रेथ और आयाम मतलब लगाम लगाना, जिस तरह से घोड़े को लगाम लगाते हैं उसी तरह से हमें ब्रेथ को भी कंट्रोल लेके आना है। डिसिप्लिन एंड कंट्रोल ब्रीदिंग। प्रत्याहार इज विड्रॉवल ऑफ द सेंसेस, बाहर की जो दुनिया से हम अंदर की दुनिया से जिस तरह से कनेक्ट हो पाते हैं वो सेंसेस के द्वारा, जो 5 सेंसेस है उसके द्वारा कनेक्ट होता है। अगर हम ब्रेक डाउन करेंगे और विड्रॉ कर लेंगे उस सेंसेस से तो हम अंतर्मुख हो पाएंगे। इसी तरह से प्रत्याहार से हमें मन की शांति, सेम हमारे कंट्रोल में रहना, मन कंट्रोल में रहेगा तो हमारा जीवन कंट्रोल में रहता है, हमारे दिनचर्या कंट्रोल में रहती है। धारणा है, ध्यान है और समाधि है, ये अलग और 3 अंतर्मुख होने वाले योगिक प्रैक्टिसेस हैं। एक एक करके देखते हैं इसमें कैसे बेनिफिशियल होता है योग डिसऑर्डर्स में। ये पोज है सेतु बंधासन का, विच इज कॉल्ड द ब्रिज पोज। ब्रिज इसके लिए कहा है क्योंकि 2 खाम मिला के उस ब्रिज को संभालते हैं, उसी तरह से हमारे 2 हाथ और 2 पैर, द अपर लिम्ब और द लोअर लिम्ब, दोनों मिला के उसको ब्रिज को, द बॉडी मिडल पार्ट ऑफ द बॉडी को उठा के उसको संभालते हैं, इसे कहते हैं ब्रिज पोज। It actually creates contraction towards the throat regions and enhances the blood circulations, give energy to the thyroid glands and improves the functioning also. Hence, ये practice करनी चाहिए simple सेतु बंधासन for at least for 2 to 3 rounds, maintain it for 3 minutes and then good relaxation. It also helps in the posterior part of the back getting stretched. अलग दूसरा एक है, बहुत ही सिंपल है, सुलभ मत्स्यासन की प्रैक्टिस। मत्स्यासन का मतलब है फिश, मत्स्य मतलब फिश, संस्कृत नाम है, मतलब सिंपल है कि फिश के समान बॉडी का पोस्चर हो जाता है। सिंपल, सुलभ is called the simpler version. It's very easy to perform. See, just neck has been overextended and then the other body part is lift on the floor with having some balance with the elbows. दिखने में मत्स्य के जैसे दिखता है, but it has an impact on thyroid disorders. There is another also आसन्स which help करते हैं, जैसे हलासन है। ये हलासन थोड़ी सी एडवांस प्रैक्टिस है। हल मतलब प्ला, जिस तरह से फ्लो होता है उसी तरह से उसका पोस्चर दिखाई देता है, इसलिए उसे हलासन कहते हैं। थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है, जस्ट टू लिफ्ट बोथ द बॉडी पार्ट्स एंड देन अबाउ कीपिंग बोथ द लेग्स ahead of your head, so it gives contraction to your neck part. You have seen some asanas which give extension, which is giving contraction, some is giving improving the pressure. इस तरह से अपना जो localized area है thyroid का, that is getting impacted. One more asana is सर्वांगासन. सर्वांगासन is very important आसन, सबसे बेहतरीन आसन करने वालों में से सर्वांगासन होता है। सर्व अंग का इसमें बेनिफिट होता है। जो आसन कर सकते हैं, थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है क्योंकि पूरा बॉडी पार्ट, लोअर बैक पेन, लोअर पूरा बॉडी पार्ट हमें उठाना है ग्रेविटेशन फोर्स के अगेंस्ट, और पूरा ग्रेविटी वेट जो है हमारे टुवर्ड्स शोल्डर्स आते हैं, टुवर्ड्स नेक आते हैं, तो टुवर्ड्स हेड आते हैं। तो ये थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है पर इसके बेनिफिट बहुत ही लाजवाब है। इससे भी थ्रोट में कॉन्ट्रैक्शन, एट द सेम टाइम स्टिमुलेशन ऑफ द विशुद्ध चक्र जो होते हैं थ्रोट में, उसका भी स्टिमुलेशन होता है। है और इसके जो नर्व्स हैं इनोवेट हो जाते हैं, इनिशिएशन होते हैं इसके फंक्शनिंग को भी। थोड़ा सा ख्याल रखना है हर एक आसन करते वक्त, स्पेसिफिकली सर्वाइकल स्पॉन्डिलाइटिस जिनको है उन्हें हर एक आसन के पहले एक सर्टिफाइड योगा टीचर से पूछ के ही, उनके कॉन्ट्राइंडिकेशन पूछ के ही वो आसन प्रैक्टिस करना चाहिए। सबसे बेस्ट है कि सिंपल सिंपल आसन करते हुए आप एडवांस तक जाइए। आपकी कंडीशन क्या है थायराइड से डिसऑर्डर्स के, इस हिसाब से आप योगिक प्रैक्टिस कीजिए। उष्ट्रासन इज more neck extended with a posterior backward bend करने वाला आसन है। थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है ये भी मेंटेन करने के लिए, बट सिंपलर वर्जन प्रैक्टिस करने से इजियर हो सकता है। अगेन गो फॉर द एक और प्रैक्टिस है, वो है भुजंगासन। भुजंग का मतलब है कोबरा, भुजंग मीन्स कोबरा। जिस तरह से कोबरा का हुड होता है, हुड कैसे होता है, जमीन के ऊपर होता है, इट इज अबाउट द फ्लो एंड देन द बॉडी पार्ट, अदर बॉडी पार्ट इज ऑन द फ्लो. So this is this particular part, the neck is getting extended, the back side of the neck is getting stretched, back of the whole of the back is getting stretched. So this asana is extremely important in it's simpler also, and it's extremely important in terms of the back spine also and the thyroid region also. Further, all the body weight usually comes on the lower abdomen, so the impact on the digestive system also. We'll go further. There's another simple asana. There are some of the simple asanas, some of the advanced asanas. These are the simple asanas. That is the Majarasana asana. Majar मतलब cat. तो माजर जिस तरह से 4 limbs पे होती है, उनका स्पाइन जो है था वो हॉरिजॉन्टल होता है। तो 4 limbs पे वेट बैलेंस करके स्पाइन हॉरिजॉन्टल करके नेक्स्ट का A and B पोजीशन, दैट इज एक्सटेंडेड एंड फुल्ली हैव टू ड्रॉप योर नेक। इस तरह से A and B posture होते हैं, so that your spine is once getting convex curve, and the B posture the spine is getting concave curve, giving a nice stretch to the spine also, and along with that the neck region is also getting nice improvement in this particular asana. It's a very simple asana to perform. विपरीत करने मुद्रा ये एक और इन्वर्टेड आसन है, थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है करने के लिए। इसमें we have to lift up the complete the lower part and have support with your hands, with your elbows. All the body parts weight comes usually towards the shoulders, the elbows, the head and the neck. Here also the neck is getting pressurized, it's getting good contraction, or like we have the control towards that particular organ by this inverted postures. Whenever there is inverted, जैसे शीर्षासन है, सर्वांगासन है, विपरीत करनी मुद्रा है, in all this the blood supply is increased towards the upper part of the body, towards the head, towards the neck, and once the blood supply has been increased, it enhances the functioning also and helps the thyroid normal functioning to have good impact. We'll go further. और धनुरासन करके एक आसन है, धनुष्य बाण के जैसे, जहां पे the upper limbs and the lower limbs tug of war is happening, the pulling each other. इस तरह से वो मेंटेन करने वाला all the body parts come on the lower abdomen region. You have to do it. This is also an important asana in terms of the thyroid disorders. आगे there is one leg Paschimottanasana, where one leg is extended and you have to extend your upper limb, the head has to touch to your elbows and legs are getting stretched and catch holding the foot of that particular extended leg. This leg actually, this pose helps in terms of the posterior stretch and giving a nice bend also in forward. Digestion system also is enhanced, and most probably the endocrine glands, the other endocrine glands, it also has a connection with the thyroid glands. So here the other endocrine glands is getting benefited, that is the adrenal glands also I'm talking about. It have impact on the adrenal glands, and in the disorders which are related with adrenal and with thyroid gets cured. This is another asana which has been said, that is Matsyasana. Matsya is again fish, proper like a fish. This asana is there, even though it is an advanced and difficult to perform asanas, but a good practice can make it possible. Here we have to sit in Padmasana first, that is a steady base, that is an asana, Adhar asana, and then make our upper limb completely extended, with the neck also making an extension and a curvature from the back side of the spine. It has, which was the previous one. These two asanas are the counteract asanas, one after the other. Matsyasana के बाद हलासन की प्रैक्टिस और हलासन के बाद मत्स्यासन की प्रैक्टिस करनी चाहिए, ताकि हमें बराबर से नेक को अच्छे से गुड फंक्शनिंग हुए, जैसे एक्सटेंड करना और उसको कॉन्ट्रैक्ट करना, दोनों एक साथ एक के बाद एक आसन करना चाहिए, इससे ज्यादा बेनिफिट मिलता है. This is a very simple asana, that is a balasana, child pose. Anybody can do this balasana asana. It reduces the stress and the mental agony, or the increases the focus system. The thyroid disorder से जिन्हें स्ट्रेस होता है, इंसोम्निया होती है, उनके लिए रात को सोने से पहले या फिर whenever you are practicing this particular asanas, maybe in the morning one you are practicing, make a point that you are practicing the balasana practice. Like a baby, the position has been taken, and nice, relax, close your eyes, maintain it for more seconds, and enjoy this asana, so that it reduces the stress factor which has been there by the thyroid disorder. Further, there is, after asanas, we'll go further with the mudras, the bandh, which all mudra and bandh are beneficial for thyroid disorders. There's a Siha mudra, which is important. The Siha mudra is simple, like a lion. The tongue has been protruded, it has been taken out, extended also, making a nice posture of your facial expressions, and your palms are getting pushed against your thighs. This particular, it gives a stimulation towards the throat and the facial regions. Then there's a Jiva bandh. After mudra, there's a bandh also. Mudra means a posture, a bodily posture which has an impact on the body. And bandh means a lock. Some of the body parts has been locked in terms of to enhance the functioning of that particular organs which is connected to that particular bandh. Jiva bandh में क्या होता है? The ENT organs are getting benefited. The throat organs are getting benefited. Here, the mouth also has been nicely benefited by this particular Jiva bandh. Here, just how to perform this? Just to lift up the tongue, make the tongue touch the palate, upper palate, and see the frenulum has been visible. To always perform in front of the mirrors to have a nice view how this bandh actually looks up to, and get benefit out of it. Alternately, Siha bandha, Jiva bandha और Siha mudra और Brahma mudra. ये two rounds और Brahma mudra. Last में 1 round needs to be performed. First, start with Jiva bandh, Siha mudra, Brahma mudra. Again, start with Jiva bandh, Siha mudra, Brahma mudra. Brahma mudra is just neck is getting extended. ब्रह्मदेव के 4 फेस थे, उसी तरह से उनका नाम रखा है ब्रह्म मुद्रा. Face is getting extended, then flexion, then left side and right side. Movement is simple as that. After this, Siha bandha mudra, Brahma mudra, we'll go further and think about the bandh order. ये 3 बंध होते हैं, जालंधर बंध, मूल बंध और उडियान बंध. This particular bandh has importance in terms of the bodily posture that has been involved, bodily movements which the bandh has been there. Starting with the mool bandh. Mool bandh is the anal lock. That is, the anal muscles has been contracted and maintained over a particular period of time. Specifically when performing pranayam, this bandh should be performed and controlled by. Udiyan bandh, it is called the diaphragm lock. The diaphragm which actually separates the respiratory cavity and the abdominal cavity. From that particular diaphragm, we are locking it so that it maintains its ability also and enhancing the powers of the performance of the pranayam, and the benefits of the pranayams are getting enhanced. Jalandhar Bandh is the chin lock. The chin lock, that is the, just by locking the chin, we are actually giving more improvement to the function of the thyroid also. All this bandh has important while doing pranayam and should be practiced so that we enhances the benefit of pranayam. Starting with the chin lock, this is the way the chin is getting locked. Sit in the any Padmasana or any of the other asana, then, or in fact cross leg can also be okay. Spine has to be straight. Both the hands is on the thighs. The lock the chin, maintain to a particular period of time. Inhale, lock the chin, maintain, and just unlock the chin and exhale completely. This way we have to perform one by one bandh, and then while performing pranayam, all the three bandhs needs to be performed. Surya Namaskar, we all are aware of the Surya Namaskar. We have learned in our school also. Surya ko sun salutation, this has been said, that is 12 sub-steps which happens in Surya Namaskar. People who cannot practice or like can't go directly to a yogic teacher, or maybe don't have much of the time, or maybe can't afford to go to the gym, or maybe any kind of reasons or excuses, whoever have this can put their efforts towards Surya Namaskar. So Surya Namaskar gives the benefit to all the body parts, all the body organs, and every each and mental benefit is also with them. There's a 12 sets of asanas which is included in Surya Namaskar. Daily perform 12 sets of Surya Namaskar. So it helps you in all the benefits. Further, we go further. There is one more pranayam की तरफ जाते हैं. इस बार pranayam है, 2-3 pranayam है which is helpful. Starting with the first pranayam is Kapal Bharati pranayam. Kapal ki bhati, matlab skin, our forehead is getting shine. Once our future is shine, our forehead is shining. Our forehead is shining, your future is bright. To make our future bright, we have to make our forehead shine. To make our forehead shine, we have to perform Kapal Bharati pranayam. How to perform? It's very simple. Sit in any of the Adharasan, could be Ardha Padmasan, Padmasan, could be like, so even cross leg can also be seated, back straight, any of the mudras of your hands, that is the Padma Mudra or Drona Mudra or Dhyan Mudra. Further, we have to inhale by both the nostrils in a slow, controlled manner and exhale quickly, putting the abdominal strokes, that is in and out motion or the in or out movement of the abdomen. In this way, make it 60 to 20 strokes. Take a gap on another, again do 60 to 20 strokes. This way, practice 120 strokes of the abdomen. Inhale, make the strokes, and exhale. If you can enhance this practice by applying the 3 bandhs, which is that Udyan Bandha, Jalandhar Bandha, and Mool Bandh. Each and every pranayam gets benefited and has been completed by doing this bandh also. Ujjayi pranayam. Pranayam is said to be like 8 types of different types of the pranayam. The way we are learning to control our breath. Surya Bhedan, Ujjayi, then there's Vastika pranayam, then Shitri, Sitkari, Lavini Murta. All this pranayam has benefits, but there are some pranayam which has direct impact on the thyroid glands. Specifically Ujjayi pranayam, where we are closing the epiglottis, the glottis is getting contracted while inhalation, and hence it is giving invigorated, or it's giving a stimulation to the nerves, or the blood supply has been enhanced in this particular pranayam being performed when related to the thyroid gland. We have to insert again in any of the Adharasan, back stretch, and then make a inhale by both the nostrils with the contracted glottis. Feel it, make the bandh, first the Jalandhar bandh, Udyan bandh, Mool bandh, and then maintain as per the body capacity, and then again release the Jalandhar bandh, Udyan bandh gets automatically released, and exhale through left nostrils or both the nostrils can also be done. This way, Ujjayi has to be performed at least for 2 to 4 rounds of it. Then another pranayam which has been said, the Bhastika pranayam. It is a little difficult pranayam to be performed. That is भाते के समान कि बहुत फास्ट inhale और exhale करना है with the abdominal movements. The diaphragm is also getting moved up and down when we are doing the Bhastika pranayams. Contraction happens. Here again sit in any of the other asana, spine straight, inhale by both the nostrils, apply the bandh, do fast inhalation and then do exhalation slowly after releasing, while releasing the Bhastika pranayam. भाते के समान ये फास्ट चलता है, इसीलिए उसे भस्त्रिका ना यह नाम दिया है. नाड़ी शुद्धि pranayam, which is a very simpler pranayam to be performed. It's like a preparatory pranayam. It is also been said as the alternative breathing pranayam. नाड़ियों की शुद्धि करता है, जो इतने 72,000 नाड़ी बोले हैं शरीर में, उन सब नाड़ियों की शुद्धि करने वाला प्राणायाम. ऑल्टरनेटिव ब्रीदिंग इसीलिए कहा है क्योंकि यू हैव टू इनहेल बाय वन ऑफ द नॉस्ट्रिल एंड एक्सहेल बाय अनदर नॉस्ट्रिल. दैट इज इनहेल करते हैं आप राइट नॉस्ट्रिल से, एक्सहेल करना है आपको लेफ्ट नॉस्ट्रिल से. बैक स्ट्रेट, स्पाइन स्ट्रेट रख के कोई भी आधार आसन में बैठ के आंखें बंद करके इस आसन को, इस प्राणायाम को प्रैक्टिस करना है. हमेशा 10 से 15 मिनट के लिए स्ट्रेस रिलीफ करने के लिए बेस्ट आसन ये प्राणायाम है. 10 से 15 मिनट के लिए अनुलोम विलोम की प्रैक्टिस करना. अनुलोम इज असेंडिंग, विलोम इज डिसेंडिंग. दिस वन नॉस्ट्रिल से लेना, अनदर नॉस्ट्रिल से रिलीज करना है. इस तरह से नाड़ी शुद्धि प्राणायाम करने से मैक्सिमम बेनिफिट मिलता है टुवर्ड्स द मेंटल एजिलिटी दैट इज हैपन ड्यू टू द थायराइड डिसऑर्डर्स. After this yogic practices will go further. It also involves the chakra. जैसे षड चक्र होते हैं शरीर में, हर एक चक्र का importance होता है. It has a plexus which is getting involved and it has significance regarding the body dysfunctions or body parts where this particular chakra is located. In thyroid, we are more concerned about the Vishuddha chakra. The Vishuddha chakra is situated in the throat region, see, and this particular has a benefit of the word or the akshar, and it gives balances in terms of your mental balance. Chakra meditation is extremely too good when we are talking about thyroid disorders. A few asanas to be performed, pranayam to be done, bandh to be performed, and go and end up your sessions with the chakra meditations. There we have said to concentrate on the Vishuddha chakra. Further, we'll go forward and there is some also always end up with the dhyan, dharana and samadhi. It is not possible, but dhyan, that is a meditation doing, is extremely good. After a good Surya Namaskar and asana practice, do not forget to make a point that you are relaxing this arm. So Shavasana needs to be performed, which is called the relaxing pose. A nice relaxing with the hands spread out outwards, legs also extended, mind being calm, concentrating completely on your breathing and giving nice 10 to 15 minutes of relaxing asana to be performed at the end, which helps you regain all the energies, the positivity which you have gained by doing the yogic practices. These are just some of all the asanas which has been related to the thyroid problems. Do not forget to do Surya Namaskar when you are not aware of this other asanas, and one by one, if you make a point to learn this asanas, you will be able to perform it under a proper yogic guide or a teacher. Thank you so much. If there is some questions or any doubts which you need to be answered, I'm here to help you out.
Yes, thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. If there is any questions, I will send or put forward to you by WhatsApp. And thank you for your valuable time and how simply you taught us right from Yogasana till chakra, bandha, everything you covered in one session. So thank you very much for your deep down knowledge in yoga, and we are trying in this series that we can touch the different angles of thyroid awareness and thyroid treatment, not just the signs and symptoms of thyroid. So thank you very much for your time and your knowledge sharing. And we would like to hear you again and again on our platform. So thank you very much. Can I close, ma'am, this PPT?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, just I will thank my supporters also.
Thank you, Milind Patel sir, for giving me the opportunity to talk on the Vedayu platform and sharing my contribution towards this month, that is the Thyroid Awareness Month.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And thank you, Jagruvi Herbals, for their Jagruvi Churna, for supporting us for this awareness series, as well as thank you, Harsh Products from Thiset. It is also a good combination for thyroid disorders as well as its complications. So do use this Thiset also. So thank you, and we are ending this session. Tomorrow we will again meet at 5 p.m. with a new topic, with a new doctor, Dr. Bhakti, with the new topic, nutritional management of thyroid, that is diet in thyroid. Okay, thank you very much, ma'am, and thank you, patients, listeners also.
Thank you.